If you want to achieve your goals, you have to become a master of your inner world. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, a podcast about life, looking at life from a new perspective to gain wisdom and understanding in hopes to know yourself more. It's the first of a new year, and let's face it, the beginning of the year, we are inundated with propaganda that we can start the new year off with our goals in mind. Most of the people who are selling instructional courses, most of them have the keys to your success. They know what you need to do, and if you just follow their routine, if you just follow their goals, if you just follow their process, you will achieve success. And I think it's worth noting, again, that we cannot follow someone else's plan for success and achieve success. We can't, because we aren't listening to our own internal guidance when we are following a 10-step plan. We are not listening to our intuition. We're not listening to what we really want and need. We all have some desire that's living within us. We have this greater purpose that is living inside of us, and it wants desperately to show up in your life. It wants to come out. It wants to be a place where you live in daily. Somehow we believe that we can achieve that feeling of euphoria through a process of attaining something. We believe that we can achieve this state of love, of joy, through completing a multiple step process. But that's not true. Those people who are selling those courses, a lot of them are achieving their goals by you buying the course. They are able to create the life that they want by you buying into their community, their beliefs, their ideologies, their 10-step plans. And I'm not here to say that that is bad. I'm here to remind you that those 10 steps have been condensed and have been packaged into a beautiful little process. Those process leaves out all of the hard parts of the journey. And oftentimes, I myself have signed up for the courses. I know many people who have. I know many people who have gone to week seminars with big name propaganda machines. And the sole objective of the seminar or the event is to get you to sign on the dotted line, to get sucked up into the world that you can have your dreams if you just sign on this line and commit thousands of dollars. I have heard stories of marriages ending. I have heard stories of people struggling to pay their bills because they want to use their money to invest in a course. The way to achieving our goals is not through someone else's perfectly marketed 10-step plan. The way that we achieve our goals is by following our own individual guidance. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that things happen when they're supposed to happen. Nobody wants to hear that sometimes this really hard path that you have to go through is going to lead you to what you really want. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to take the path where they have to endure challenges. Nobody wants to hear that life isn't always wrapped up in a perfect package. That, however, is the reality. The reality is you are the one that has the keys to your success. You are the one that needs to evaluate where you need to take your next step. You're the one that is in control of your destiny, and you have all of your answers. There are times when we can be frustrated, we can feel defeated, and oftentimes those moments happen when we are comparing our path to someone else's. We see the levels of success, we see the levels of happiness, and we wonder why we don't have that. But yet we are in full control over our emotions. We have full access to joy in this moment. No one is keeping the joy from you. No one is keeping the feeling of success from you. You have access to those emotions just like you have access to frustration and fear and doubt. You have a choice what you're going to access on a daily basis. There are times when I see someone and by all external indicators, this person appears to be living a life that is fulfilling. And we've all seen them. We all see them on social media, and they show the most perfect images that everything is wonderful. And yet, when we look closer, when we look at the subtle nuances, oftentimes we see where the cracks are. We see where the imperfections are. We see that things aren't always as someone makes out that they are. And the point is not to shame someone. The point is to say, stop comparing yourself to these unrealistic illusions that aren't true. So many of us have so much joy in our life right now, but you have to see it. You have to want to see it. You have to want to look at it. Someone else doesn't have your answers. Someone else doesn't have your 10-step plan for you in January. Success starts when we master our internal world. Success can grow and thrive when we master how we feel. Success can grow and thrive when we create the internal world that allows all of your hopes and your dreams to come alive. Success doesn't happen when we have created the perfect illusion around us. The world that we want, the world that we need, the world that we desire, we have to master our internal world. I mean, you can achieve the perfect world on the outside. I'm not saying that. You can have it all. All I'm saying is I want to master my internal world. I want to be so grounded in love and grounded in faith and hope and compassion that it doesn't matter what is happening around me. I want to be so grounded in myself that it doesn't matter what the news is saying, because I know that things are happening for a reason. I know that I'm always going to find the hope. I know that I'm always connected to the love. Our current world is selling us a visual, an image of what we should strive for. And it's all with material things. Yes, money makes life easier. There are a lot of people walking around that have plenty of money and still do not have peace and joy and love as the foundation within them. Do you know what you're moving towards? Do you know what your foundation is? Or do you want to commit to living a life where you have mastered your emotions, your feelings, and you are so grounded in yourself that you know that you will get through and life is there for you to live? Thank you for listening to this podcast of Tracy Talks. Please like and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. And until next time, we meet again.